The American Music Awards did Taylor Swift so dirty because what do you mean you're going to mute the crowd interaction during the category announcement? This is the clip that the entire world got to hear.
Taylor Swift.
When they announced Artist of the Year, they muted everyone cheering for Taylor Swift. I was there. I posted the video already. Cheers were loud for everybody, but they were the loudest for Taylor Swift's nomination.
So the AMAs muted Taylor Swift's applause last night at the show, and fans are not having it. Check out this video.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
And the American Music Award goes to Billie Eilish.
The American Music Awards did Taylor Swift so dirty because what do you mean you're going to mute the crowd interaction during the category announcement? This is the clip that the entire world got to hear. You can audibly hear the crowds cheering.
Taylor Swift.
And this is actually what it sounded like on the inside. In the opening, they did 23 songs in 6 minutes, and you're telling me that it was supposed to be the biggest hits for the last year and Taylor Swift wasn't included? Taylor is the most awarded AMA artist with 40 wins, and they didn't include her in the mega mashup. Okay, I don't understand what went wrong with this award show, but nobody showed up, and they didn't even give away 90% of the awards televised. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments.
So we're going to talk about the elephant in the room now, which is Taylor Swift, because I made a lot of videos about Reputation TV being announced tonight, and she wasn't even there. She didn't even win an award. How did she not win Best Touring Artist, you guys? I understand Billie winning Best Pop Album for Hit Me Hard and Soft makes total sense. Best Touring Artist? The Eras tour was like a life-changing tour all over the world. So that's kind of like, I can't understand how that didn't happen. Also, when they announced Artist of the Year, they muted everyone cheering for Taylor Swift. I was there. I posted the video already. Cheers were loud for everybody, but they were the loudest for Taylor Swift's nomination, and they cut it out completely from TV. So I don't understand that. Like, if you're gonna cut out the cheers for everybody, do it. But to cut it out for Taylor Swift doesn't make any sense. And it's funny because nobody cheered for what's his name. See, I can't even remember right now. Zach Bryan. I had to look it up. Nobody cheered for Zach Bryan there, which was actually very funny. So it's like, if you're gonna cut out the cheers, cut them all out. You're gonna keep the cheers, keep them all in. Like, it just felt very pushed about who they wanted to win and what they wanted the shows to look like. So overall,
in my mind, Taylor not showing up to the AMAs, not winning in some of the categories, not even getting announced, but Taylor Nation and her website heavily sort of like alluding to the AMAs is a statement about the music industry, in my opinion. If it was about voting, they would have just continued to put it in the stories like they usually do, vote for Taylor for Artist of the Year, etc. They didn't. There were very specific nods to the AMAs, which tells me to pay attention. They wanted us to watch it thinking something was going to happen. And then they want the silence and the lack of not just Taylor, but really most of the big name celebrities. They wanted us to pay attention to it. They didn't want it to just be, oh, they skipped out on this award show. They wanted us to analyze, why did they skip out on the award show? Now, I don't personally think we will ever get this huge statement from Taylor about the music industry or the corruption in it or anything, more than we've already gotten focused on her discography. But I do think little things like this, like leading us there, and then having us be like, what in the world just happened? Them silencing the applause during her segment, people who should have won other than Taylor Swift not even being on the horizon of winning. All of this was very strange. And they wanted us to look at it as very strange instead of just these people didn't attend an award show. Because if Taylor Nation wouldn't have hinted at it and her website wouldn't have hinted at it, we would have just been like, nope, we got the 26 date wrong. It's the year 26 or it's June 26 or July, whatever. And we would have moved on. She was busy. She didn't want to attend. They're having a great time, just like living life. We would have justified it. But pointing us there and then having it be so obviously silent is odd. It's really weird. So that's how I'm interpreting it. I don't think we'll find out why, but I think it just furthers the narrative that there's something wrong with this industry. Obviously, we know that, but something even more, and that people are putting their foot down. And not just Taylor, all the other artists that didn't attend will never, ever, mark my words, will never watch another AMAs ever again. Regardless, okay, I shouldn't say that. Maybe if she hosts, if we know she's going to be there as a performer or host, fine. I take that back. But without that, never again. Because something's up. Something's fishy. Something's weird. And I don't think we will ever know exactly what it is.
Because you put on a 2-hour production and you don't even show the most coveted awards at this awards ceremony. And then on top of that, Taylor Swift didn't win a single award. The artist who has the biggest and most active fan base didn't win a single award. And I'm all for everyone getting their flowers. Billie is a great and is a phenomenal artist. I love Billie. But let's go back to Tour of the Year. Wasn't even given to Taylor Swift for the Eras Tour after the mere accomplishments that tour had. The sold out stadiums multiple nights in a row. And you're telling me that she didn't win? Isn't that just a little weird? Is it just me? Or is something just not sitting right with us?
You guys, I'm actually screaming with the information I just found out. I did not know that the American Music Awards had not been on TV for the last 2 years because they had been doing so poorly. So they took 2 years off to rebrand, and this year was supposed, I can't even say it with a straight face. This year was supposed to be like their comeback era. So last night's show was supposed to be redemption for the AMAs. Like, I know they say, you know, like there's no bad PR and like bad PR is still good PR, but I can't comprehend that being a redemption. What? Oh, who's getting fired? Like, people have to be getting fired, right? Like, they can't just be sitting around the office today like, yeah, so last night went really well. Yeah, just everybody nodding like, yeah, same time next year, right? Absolutely. We should keep it the same because this year went so well. I'm still processing how crazy that was. And it's 3:00 the next day.
So the Swifties are rightfully upset at the AMAs for muting the applause Taylor received during the broadcast for the Artist of the Year segment of the show, because it paints the reception of Taylor at the show in a strange light. So shout out to the fans for speaking out. And on a lighter note, check out Taylor being unintentionally funny in this next video.